Currently, as I watch that, I connect so much more with Boruto now than back then. I completely understand now how Boruto would be angry about that. And Naruto is completely at fault here, don't get me wrong. But he shouldn't be. In that sense that he wouldn't act like that. He wouldn't. You can't convince me otherwise. Konnichiwa, minasan, and welcome to another Boruto reaction. Today, with episode 51, we are officially starting the manga arc in the anime. I can't wait. So, without further ado, let's jump straight into the episode. Where are we? Some kind of mine? The Thunder Train, so Kaminarimon's family? This starts differently than I expected. Another ghost story? What's up with that? For a second I thought it was Mitsuki somehow. I'm not sure why, but the silhouette was kind of similar. Where are we starting here? This is different than I expected. Okay, I have no idea where we're going. I thought we would start with the Chunin exam, but I'm pleasantly surprised it's differently. Okay. He's gonna suggest burgers, isn't he? Of course. Sarah does, she's so cool. Oh, we're back at the topic, okay. It does. So we are back at that again, okay. What are you going to do now? Is he going to screw things up again? Oh! Thank you. Oh, I thought for a second Orochimaru would be there as well. This would have been hilarious. Him just casually sitting there in the Uzumaki home. No, I can't. But he's not there, fortunately. He's so easily pleased. So how old is he becoming? Oh, so cute. And let me guess, he doesn't make it? Sure. Okay, this is actually not nice. At least for the birthday, he could at least send out a shadow clone or something. Why are they doing this? I get how they're writing the story, but it doesn't hold up, you know? It's Naruto we are talking about. Even if he hadn't had a family growing up, a father, mother, whatever, even if he isn't used to that, I'd say he would do anything in his power to get his child to have a loving childhood. And even if he doesn't know how to do that, at least be present. This is something he knows. He was alone all the time, so he wouldn't want that for his kid. And he has the ability to not let them be alone. I mean, he's got the shadow clone jutsu mastered like no one else. If someone can multiply themselves, then it's him. You know, there's no reason he couldn't do that, even if he was exhausted to the max at least one shadow clone. He would be able to do that. You can't tell me otherwise. So, yeah, I'm on Boruto's side in this, that he's angry his father's not coming home for his birthday, especially as a child. This is devastating, of course. But the writing here, it lacks. I don't like it. Why are they displaying him like that? It doesn't make any sense to me, you know? This is not the Naruto I know, and the Naruto who's capable of so much stuff that he couldn't send out a Shadow Clone. I'm not sure. Even if he wouldn't like that, I wouldn't complain about that. You know, it's Shadow Clone is still the father. But not even that. This is really disappointing, to say the least. Point out the obvious. What now?
ボルト案の定だぜ、あのクソ親父。ま、最初から期待なんかしてなかったけどな。
This is actually sad.
きっと、どうしても外せない休養だったんだよ。ほら、おかげさまだからさ。ああ、そうだな。お忙しいおかげさまは。
Yeah, it really needs a good explanation. I mean, maybe really something is up here we don't know yet, or I don't know yet. But in the past incidents we had in the show so far, there was never any case where he couldn't have sent out a shadow clone. You can't convince me otherwise, even if he was tired as hell, which is another thing which is stupid because he could just create shadow clones to help his work and stuff. Another thing I discussed before, but it doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make sense. I'm sorry. Sakura, you need to punch some sense into Naruto. Make him come home. Yeah, presents don't make up for that, for a lack of presence. Currently, as I watch that, I connect so much more with Boruto now than back then, just with this little scene. You know, birthday, this is something major. If he doesn't come home to play tag at some random day, yeah, so be it, you know? But if they had started with something important like that, it would have been much different. I wouldn't have thought of him so much as a brat as I did, you know? These incidents we had before, they were just ridiculous. But this makes so much more sense. I'm I'm really a little bit irked that they didn't start with that. This would have been different. Damn. So what's your explanation, huh? But why? Tell us. It's the one with the actor, isn't it? It doesn't even give an explanation. Damn.
ご機嫌斜めでいらっしゃいますね。任務で何かあったんですか？若は何かあると決まってここに気晴らしにいらっしゃいますから。
Didn't we learn about some special technique, jutsu? No, it was something technical that guy developed, which sounded kind of fishy. I think there's still something coming up with him. Why would they focus on him being here in this lab with this guy? How are we going to get some really weird technique now? Oh, I don't hope so. I really don't hope so. I want Boruto to stay in this not so technical era. I know they advanced and stuff, but I don't want them to lose that feeling. You know? The feeling of back then. Don't go into the future so fast. It's coming for all of us. But please, not so fast. Not in anime too. What's he working on? You are a kid. Of course they see you as one.
そんなことはありませんよ。私は大人ですが、 若の実力の申し分なさはよ
Doesn't make you an adult though.
そっか。そ
He
うだ
doesn't take responsibility yet.
あ
Or
そうは
hasn't.
思わない人もい
Doesn't
るで
have
しょう
to.
ね。彼らはあなたに嫉妬している
No,
んで
I'm
すよ
not jealous of him. I'm
恐
just
れていると言って
realistic, my
もいい
boy.
若の才能をね。
俺にビビってるってこと
そうです。
He makes me nervous in the other kind of sense. That he screws up big way.
だから若の力を正しく評価できないんです。やれほかげの息子だからと理由をつけて。
別になりたくてほかげなんかの息子になったんじゃねえってばさ。あんな子供の誕生日に帰らないクソ親父なんからよ。
まあ、時期にみんなも理解すると思いますよ。若の本当の
Ah, he
力をね
shouldn't. He shouldn't address him like that.
巡ってくれば
Look at that. They are focusing in on these things so much. What is that he was working on?
そうだ、若。これを。遅くなりましたが、誕生日プレゼントです。当然、私は覚えておりましたよ。
おう、サンキュー。何これまた新しいおもちゃ
I'm really wondering. I hear this so often now with thank you. Don't they say arigato anymore? Is this lame now? I'm not sure. Is this something new? Like the younger generation slang or something?
今度は実用的なものですよ。
And what's that? Some kind of
任務で
bomb?
役に立つかもしれませんので、よければ持って行ってください。
What is it?
科学忍
Scientific ninja tool. You give him something, apparently with some kind of power, and you don't even explain it to him? Or just not to us as watchers? Because otherwise this would be quite irresponsible. Here, have a bomb. But I don't tell you it's a bomb. Now blow up yourself. Maybe the scientist is secretly a villain and just wants Boruto to blow up. Then I'd congratulate him. No, I'm sorry.
お兄ちゃんのお誕生日の時、パパお仕事忙しかったでしょだから今からこうしとけば帰ってきてくれるかなって。今別にいいじゃねえかよ。あんなバカ親父いなくとって。俺と母ちゃんでお祝いしてやるからさ。
Aw.
兄ちゃんの友達とかも呼んでさ。忙しいから帰れないのかな。そんなことね。
Yeah, that's something Boruto, yeah, won't let happen.
安心しろひまわり。お前の誕生日には絶対に
He's a good big
絶
brother.
対父ちゃんを来させてみせるってばさ。
集まったらみんな。今回の任務は、広くに辺境の町で起こった来社強盗犯を捕まえることだこれ。
So the people we saw in the beginning of the episode,
来世
Okay.
飛び降りた後、忽然と姿を消した。
they were attacked.
そこは鉱山町だな。いくつもの使われてない廃坑があるんだ。廃坑内は迷路みたいな構造でな。一般人じゃ待ち伏せにあって帰り討ちの危険がある。
そこで私たちの出番ってことですね。それでわざわざこんな田舎にね。同じ泥棒でも白夜団の時みたいにもっとでかい相手なのやる気がするね。
I think it's going to be more interesting than that.
大きいも小さいもないって、それこそハムルメさんの事件の時に分かって
Yeah, I'm wondering about that too.
分かってるよ。
Some things don't change.
結局でかいことしてみせないと周りには認められねえじゃないか。
Don't you say anything. I understand that he wants to create his own identity, stand out, not be taken for his father. Don't you say anything. I understand that. Still irks me.
また大月かぐや絡みの遺跡が発見された。
And it still irks me as well that he didn't give a good explanation why he wasn't present during Boruto's birthday. This is unacceptable. I don't like it. Naruto, this isn't you. Yeah, it's Naruto's fault, but even more so the writer's fault. Because this isn't what, as I explained before, this isn't what or who Naruto is and what he's able to do. This is just ridiculous. They are writing him in such a bad way, displaying him in such a bad way, that of course now I don't like him. But I want to like him, and I know I should because he should be able to do these things. This is ridiculous. No, I don't like that.
これで3つ目になった。
They are nerfing my favorite characters here. Why?
当然、
just to make this new main character shine, they have to put him down, although he's perfectly capable to do the things I talked about? No. No, this is terrible.
今の平和を守るためにも、すべての遺跡を見つけて、徹底的に潰さなきゃなんねえってばよ。俺はわかるが、最近ちょっと背負い込みすぎじゃねえか？ここんとこ、前以上にうちに帰れてねえんだ。
Tell him.
それは、ひなたから
Send your
聞いたんだ。
shadow clone.
この間、ボルトの誕生日だったんだろ？
Why did you?
あいつには悪いことしちまった。でも、今の俺はおかげだ。この里のみんなが守るべき家族なんだ。
This is so off character. Sorry, my voice. This is so off character.
ボルト、
I'm sorry. No. This doesn't fit. This doesn't fit at all.
出てくれ。ちょっとバカ親父と話がある。ちゃんと謝ってなかった。
Yeah, at least do that.
この
So
前
it
の
doesn't make up.
いいってばさ。おかげさまのお仕事でクソ忙しかったんだろ。最初から期待してねえよ。ボルト。その代わり、ひまわりの時は絶対帰ってこいよ。
Yeah, at least do that.
俺はいいんだよ。クソ親父が来ようと来なかろうと。でもあいつはまだちっちゃいんだ。来てほしいと思ってる。だから約束しろ。絶対帰ってくるってな。ああ、わかった。破ったら承知しねえ。男と男の約束だからな。
Bro fist him. Aww. Pet. No, don't you dare smile. You have to make up for pretty much stuff there, Naruto.
やまいがいなんもね。
ちょっと、そういうこと言うのやめなさいよ。
She's always the voice of reason in this team. I like it.
ええ、強盗犯を捕獲するためにやってきました。
それなのですが、少々状況が変わりまして。
In what way?
彼は
They're already imprisoned?
強盗の一味の一人です。
One of them?
我々の到着を待たずに、
Uh-huh.
背後に入って捕まえたのですか？
いえ、自分から飛び出してきたのです。
Because of the monster.
では我々の任務は、廃校内で何が起きたかを突き止めることですね。なあ、一体何を見たんだって？
Yeah, tell us. I have no clue. At first I was thinking it was Mitsuki with the silhouette, but... Wait. But it can't be. He's coming for us. White one. White one. Huh? What? The white one? I can only think about the Otsutsuki right now. Something new, I guess. Did we see something like that already? Am I missing anything?
おい、ボルト。
Hmm.
勝手な行動はよさないかこれ。強盗犯とはいえ、まだ生きていれば救出も任務のうちだ。命がかかってるかもしれないんだぞ。待ってるよ。なら余計にグズグズしてらんないだろ。こら。
あいつってば。
At first the urgency, and then they're calmly, casually walking like that.
ひょっとして、今朝のあの時、おかげさまと何かあった？
So perceptive.
そんなんじゃねえよ。ま、父ちゃんがあんなじゃなけりゃ、俺ももうちょっと気が楽なのは確か。
How he's indirectly talking with her about that.
お前たち、置いていくぞこれ。
はい、今行きます。いい加減、もっと大人になりなよ。
Tell him. Tell him.
痛くても大人扱いしてくれねえからムカついてんじゃん。
Yeah, if you behave like one, maybe they would.
俺のためだけに怒ってんじゃねえんだ。
But in this aspect, at least, I'm on his side, and I never thought I'd say that. This was a shitty thing Naruto pulled there on his birthday.
どうした？
Not good.
これって、
Body.
まさか強盗一味。全身の鋭い刃まで切り裂かれている。
There's no blood. This is too children-friendly, this show. Somehow this reminds me of Arcane. You know, with Wander in the Wasn't it a mine as well?
そいつがこの人たちを。
だとしたら、随分多彩な術を使ったね。何にしろこの奥にこんなことをした化け物が潜んでる。
Is it a monster though? What is it?
ここからは B 全体制だ。一瞬たりとも気を抜くなよ。
Symbol? 9 circles? Have we seen that? I'm confused about what we've seen so far and what not. I don't think we've seen or heard about this monster yet. Also, my first instinct when going into such a large opening wouldn't be to go directly into the center, but I would stay close to the wall and just take a really careful look around, especially if there's a monster lurking inside. Well... What? It's a human. Sounds like a human. Who's possessed. Or maybe not. What is this? Some kind of shadow monster? So dark. And it's got these claws. It's like 3 people with these 3 sets of eyes. Some kind of merged monster? What? White Zetsu? Did I read this correctly? What? Oh, he looks cool though. Whoa! This is some kind of forest creepy monster shit here, right there. We've got Zetsu. I thought he was eliminated though. Wasn't he? What? We're getting back to the Kaguya times. I mean, it was foreshadowed already, but I didn't think Zetsu would pop up. But of course, yeah, a white thing, a white monster. Zetsu, it didn't have his original silhouette, so yeah, I didn't connect the dots. But of course, he fits the description. But he looks like he's controlled again, almost like Sharingan with the red eyes. Maybe Sasuke is controlling him. Of course, trying again to kill his own child. It just figures it would suit him. No. But yeah, we've got White Zetsu back. Holy shit. This is a start of the manga arc I didn't expect. This is really the manga? What? I was so prepared to start right into the Chunin exam. I didn't ever expect something like that. But it's good. It's good in a good way. In a good way, they're surprising me. So I appreciate it. All right. Okay, so next episode we are going to get a fight, I guess, between all our people and White Zetsu, wherever he came from, whatever his goal now is. I don't think he's completely conscious. You know, he looks so possessed, as I said. Who's controlling him? What are they up to? So many questions again. And we still have so many left unanswered with Boruto's eye power as well. We haven't seen that in a long time already. It's also something. Well, anyway, I think that's it. Yeah, that was the episode. It started calmly, but ended really surprisingly. Yeah, the birthday with Naruto, Boruto's birthday. You know, as I said before, I could have related so much better with Boruto in the beginning if they had started with this, or at least a couple more episodes earlier, like episode 20, or maybe after Sarada's arc, so episode 25 or something, instead of the whole Mizukage, you know, the hidden mist village stuff. It was nice, but come on, it wasn't completely necessary. If they had started with something like that, he would have been a much more relatable character. This is irking me so much. I know they have been behind the schedule or something. They didn't want the manga or the anime to catch up with the manga so fast, and run out of material. But then again, can't you do it like Attack on Titan maybe, where you just take a break instead of forcing material out, and lengthening material which isn't there, dragging it out. This isn't the way to go. I don't think the writing or the anime benefited from that. I think just as it almost did with me, I think this is what turned off many, many, many people, especially original Naruto watchers and fans, Naruto fans. I almost quit this show, several times with him being so annoyingly stupid and bratty. But this is the first episode where I truly connect with him, or where I can at least understand his feelings. All these other accidents and incidents, they were so stupid, just to say it. I can't say it any other way. It was just plain stupid. But this is something I can relate, and I'm angry it didn't happen before so soon. I mean, we're at episode 51. You have to watch 51 episodes to get there, and even if you don't consider it manga material, if you skip right to that, then you have 50 episodes wasted. Normal people, they don't pull out the list and look at it like, okay, these episodes I have to watch, these I can leave behind. Oh, so that's where the stuff that's happening in the manga actually starts. No one who isn't a hardcore fan actually does that, okay? And I wanted to watch these fillers. I wanted to see what these animators and anime writers were up to. And I enjoyed some episodes, but honestly, every time Boruto showed up, it was such a drag. I sound like Shigamaru now. But honestly, it wasn't enjoyable to watch. So they turned off so many people, I think, with that move. It's completely stupid. And then the other thing I also talked about already, you can't do this with Naruto. I completely understand now how Boruto would be angry about that. And Naruto is completely at fault here, don't get me wrong. But he shouldn't be. In that sense that he wouldn't act like that. He wouldn't. You can't convince me otherwise. Even with the lack of experience of loving parents, with a childhood lacking these. Even with that, even with not understanding, you would at least understand the importance of being present. And even if you're tired, even if you're not capable of producing shadow clones to do all this paperwork, which I still find stupid as well, you could at least bring one clone to your home and be at least in that kind of way present. I don't know. You can give me every explanation. I won't take it. I won't take it. This is just plain bad writing. This is diminishing what was established in the original series. And this is what I don't like. This is not the Naruto we grew up with, and not the one who is capable of so much more. And I'd say with the aging process, he would be capable of even more stuff and not less. Yeah, I know you lack energy when you get older, I get it, but not like that. Like he's behaving like a retired person. No, I can't produce a shadow clone because it's so much effort writing and signing all these documents. No, you can't convince me this is just stupid. So bad writing, bad writing in this part at least. I hope they make up for that, because this is not what I want to see with Naruto. With nerfing off all the nice characters we had before. I mean, they already did enough with his hairstyle. What's up with that, huh? Or they need to fire all these barbers in this show, Garas especially. Yeah, no. This is not something I take lightly. He's at fault, but then again, it's not his character. That's completely out of character, in my opinion at least. Not sure. How do you think about that? Is this good writing? Because I don't think so. I mean, even Shikamaru says so. And Shikamaru's always right, Not always, but Shikamaru. Yeah, and now they're heading off into the mine and faced White Zetsu, this takes a turn I didn't expect. I like that. I like when something unexpected happens. Yeah, this is good. So we are off to a partly good start, I'd say. As I said, I'm a little bit disappointed on some of the character developments, but then again, Boruto makes more sense. I was really, how to say, I was a little bit skeptic and cautious, to say the least, to start this episode, because I really don't want to keep ranting about him. In this episode, he was more likable. Not completely. He still has to make up, yeah, a lot. But at least I could empathize with him here. This means a lot. So yeah, this was the first episode of the next big manga arc of Boruto. Okay, I leave it at that. I have nothing more to add for now. And I hope you join me for the next reaction as well. Until then, as always, have a nice time and mata ne!